Anybody make it? I hope somebody showed up. No. Hello, Bergens. Understandable. Not everybody has Twitter or sees the comments that we make on our YouTube community updates, so it's going to be a light show tonight, I have a feeling. Or a light crowd. No. Thanks, Niner Rick. Okay. Yeah, D. I got my OBB tickets, no problem. I mean, it took a couple hours, but I did get my tickets. Yeah, but we got ours on the 27th, not today. Am I going to the Rogers musical tomorrow? Yes, I am. Yeah, I heard they had some issues with the. Are they still having issues with ticket sales today? Manatee Mama, I sent out a message on YouTube, but I don't know if people know how to, like, I don't know how that gets delivered. I put something on Twitter also. But, I mean, there wasn't really, I just sent a message out, through the, I don't know what they call it, the community message thing on YouTube. Still having issues. It's been paused all day. Look, I guess I'll say this now. Don't panic. I mean, I know it sucks that you have to kind of watch it all day, but don't leave the queue. You got to stay in there. You got to hang in there. The tickets will be there. They're not selling these tickets without you. They're just not selling them at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're going to disappear, or they're selling them, on the sly or anything like that. From what I understand, they're letting in just a few people at a time to get their tickets because there was an issue, I think, with the servers probably being overwhelmed, which I don't understand how Disney can't get their act together on this, because we run into this every single time they sell tickets on, through their website. They get the servers get overwhelmed every single time, and they're never prepared for it. I don't understand how a company of Disney's size can be so ill prepared. Like, get it together. Get it together. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hang in there. Yeah, it's just, I don't understand. It's because they won't pay. I think they don't pay, or are willing to pay for the right service. That's basically it. They're not willing to pay for the bandwidth or whatever it is that's needed. They're not willing to pay the programmers. They don't treat the programmers right, in my opinion, from what I've heard anecdotally. Thank you to Misty Rain 15. Do you go live at the same time every Thursday? Yes, normally. Normally we go live at 7 p.m. Pacific every Thursday. But today we're going early because we have tickets for Indiana Jones tonight. We're going to get some Korean barbecue with McBee and Janelle from Magic Journeys, and then we're all going to go see Indiana Jones tonight together. So going early tonight, and then when I'm done here, we're heading straight to where we're going to go see the movie and have dinner. It does sound like a great night. I am very excited for it. He wasn't named after the dog. Indiana Jones chose that nickname. he was named Henry Jr. His name is Henry Jr. Indiana Jones chose that nickname for himself, Indiana. At least that's the way it's inferred by Sean Connery's comments, his dad's comments in the film Last Crusade. Thank you to Raphael for the $2 gift. Thank you for all your videos that helped my trip. Thank you, Raphael. I'm glad we were able to help you. It is the dog's name. It is. But he wasn't named after the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said he was named after the dog. He named himself after the dog. I hope Indiana Jones movie is good. I do too, but I'm sure it's not. I'm excited to see Harrison Ford obviously be Indiana Jones. I'm excited to see Mads Mikkelsen play the villain. I love Mads Mikkelsen. And anything that he is in, I want to see. Any chance that Rogers the Musical will go on past August? No, they said it's going to stop its run in August. What's going to happen after that? I don't know. My gut feeling is that they're going to actually put this on Broadway, and they don't want to run both, I guess. But because I'm curious, they put a lot of money into that set. The set looks to be pretty elaborate, and to do that for a 2-month run, I'd be surprised if this was the end. That there's a future for this show. It's just not at Disneyland. Projected to make $65 million domestic opening weekend. Going to need more than that for its budget. That's actually pretty good, though. That's still pretty good, $65 million. This will not be the end of the sale. I would have to guess this movie is not quite the budget of, let's say, a Marvel film or even a Pixar film, which those generally are 200 to 250 million. Those films, I think Little Mermaid was 250. I don't think Indy's got a 250 budget. I think Indy's probably got a 100 budget. Mark Solren gifted $20. Thank you. My daughter and I ran into you Sunday at the Haunted Mansion exit. I yelled fresh baked quite loudly. Apologies if we startled you. We love your work. Yeah, no worries. But thank you. Yeah, it was great seeing you guys. I feel like no. 300 million? You know what? I'm going to Google that. Because that seems incredible. Why can't I type? Oh my God, it is. They spent $300 million on that film? Oh my God, they're screwed. No wonder Walt Disney Studios is panicking. Wow. Brian Young, get to $20. Thank you. I'm going to Europe next week. London, Disneyland Paris, 7-day Disney cruise from Barcelona to Southampton. My gosh. That sounds amazing. Good luck or have fun. Window of the Magic Podcast, get to $2. Thank you. The set is mostly projections on flat panels. They showed a preview, and it looked like they had some sets built for that. Did I see that preview wrong? I didn't. Mind you, I only saw it the one time, so I'm obviously could be wrong. But if that's the case, then maybe I'm wrong. Patrick Shields gifted $5. Thank you. Good afternoon, David. This is my first OBB in September. Do you have any recommendations or tips? Yeah, I would start with Villains Grove. That's what I tend to do. I start with Villains Grove, and then I do the treat trails later in the evening. And I don't do attractions at all, but I go to Villains Grove first, and then circle back to treat trails. Manatee Mama, get the $10. Thank you. Was in the park yesterday celebrating my birthday and was excited to see you and Sophia there as well. Was going to ask you for a picture, but didn't want to intrude on your time with her. Yeah, definitely next time, Manatee Mama, for sure. We take pictures all day long with friends. Absolutely. 300 million. Boy, I would be sweating bullets if oh my god. Oh my god, 300 million really they spent on Indiana Jones. Where's the money? This is what I don't understand about the we had this similar conversation last week, right? If it's 300 million, where's the money? What are they spending it on? Marty, I think you're confusing two things. Marty says 300 million production and at least 100 million marketing. When they talk about doubling the budget to break even, that includes marketing. So you don't double the marketing budget. If it's 100 marketing, then it's 400 break even. If it's 300 production and 100 marketing, then that's 400 to break even. You wouldn't double that after you add in the marketing. But where's the money? Where are they spending that 300 million? Yeah, the de-aging stuff I think costs a little bit, but that can't be all of it. OBB is Oogie Boogie Bash. No, I know it's separate. I know that marketing is separate from production budget. That's what I said. 300 for production, 100 for marketing. If according to your numbers, then the break even would be 400. When they talk about doubling, when they say the doubling infers 300 for production, and then you double that, you said you spend that again on marketing, so it'd be 300 for production and 300 for marketing. So 600 would be the break even, but you don't double the marketing budget. You double only the production budget. I hope that makes sense. Do I charge for pictures at the park? A, how? But two, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Well, no, I get that too, Barney. I totally get that. Yeah, the studios don't get all. Well, actually, I think I think the studios keep most of the ticket sales. That's why they charge. That's why theaters charge $14 for a bucket of popcorn. But because they make their money on the concessions. Theaters do. I don't know what the percentage is. Thank you to It's Just Juice. Get the $5. Thank you. They closed the OBBQ. Can't get tickets until July 6th. No. What? Really? That can't be right. Check back on July 6th? Wow. Okay. Mary Chin, get the $10. Thank you. Have fun at the movies tonight. I can't wait for Rogers the Musical tomorrow. Neither can I. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to have so much fun tomorrow. There's going to be the show, and then there's merch, and there's food, and a photo op, and we're going to do it all. I'm going to have Liz with me, too. Wow. July 6th. That's embarrassing. Disney should be frickin' embarrassed. They should be ashamed and embarrassed of how they operate their ticket sales. It is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Emily Marufo, get the $5. Thank you, David. Did you get your Oogie Boogie tickets? I got mine for the 5th. Yeah, I got mine during the Magic Key window on the 27th. What new videos do you have coming up? Well, tomorrow we're shooting Rogers tomorrow. We have a video about Rogers. It's going to be a great video. I'm really looking forward to shooting that video and putting it together and showing you. I'll be a little bit behind because there are a lot of folks got advanced screenings today. And then I've got a kind of like a history video. I'm doing a history video. You guys should be excited about that. I'm doing a history video on attractions that have been reskinned, and I'm in pre-production on that. Script is being written as we speak, and I'm collecting B-roll and stuff like that, and I'll be shooting that probably next week, and then obviously construction, and I should be shooting construction on Friday, also tomorrow, and then maybe another What's New video coming up soon. Curious Creative, get the $10, thank you. I heard from another YouTuber to do Villains Grove last as the line is long and you can hop in before it closes and not miss out on other events. The line's long all night. Villains Grove is the most consistent of all the things that you can do. Villains Grove is the most consistently busy. It's the opposite. The truth is the opposite, because everybody, when the show starts, when the event starts, everybody gets into lines for food, and everybody gets into lines for treat trails, and everybody gets into lines to take their photos with all the Halloween characters. So you can't do everything last. Like you can wait. You'll wait 4 times as long to meet what's his name from Coco. You'll wait 4 times as long for him if you go first as you would if you went a couple hours later. The line for Villains Grove is going to be the same at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whenever they start as it would be at 10 or 11. So you might as well do that first and let the pressure off of the other events, the treat trail. Do the treat trails last, because people will hit those trails hard early on. I've been to a few of these, so I know what I'm talking about. Just saying. Indy is going to break $1 billion, says Tom Hudson. I mean, that would be great. I'd love to hear that or see that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I don't think people are going to see this film. Crystal Skull was so bad that I think it's turned people off of seeing another Indy installment. This is what happens: is that they get studios, they get in love with making sequels and trying to make it bigger, better, whatever. Eventually people say, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, or no, shame on you, fool me twice, shame, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Eventually people will just say, you got me on the last one. Crystal Skull might have made $1 billion, but that was because people were anxious to see another indie film, no matter how, they didn't know how good it was going to be. That's what's happening right now with Marvel too, and it's what's happened with Star Wars. The grosses for the sequel series, each one was progressively worse, if I understand correctly. They went, Force Awakens went from $1 billion to, I don't know, it just went down, each one. Window to the Magic Podcast, gifted $5. If you do Villains Grove first, it's not dark yet, especially in September. Are you sure seeing it first is the best advice? I do it first every year. So maybe I wait till dark, but it's the first thing I do. But I know the thing I don't do is jump into photo op queues. I don't jump into photo op queues first, and I don't get food first. Whatever, do whatever you like. I mean, I'm just telling you what I do. So, as long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter. Do you think it's possible that Tiana's Bayou Adventure might be done in less than a year? No, I do not. I missed the super chat. Vinny Marino, OBBQ says July 6th for an update on when we can buy tickets. Not even July 6th to buy tickets. I spent more time in the queue than at the event. I mean, they should be embarrassed. They really should be embarrassed. That's ridiculous. That's so very bad. Do you ride any of the attractions during OBB? No, I do not. I don't. I skip attractions entirely. I remember thinking one of the things that you might do first if you don't want to jump right into Vinton's Grove is get something to eat, try the food. I think that's something that we've done in the past. That might have been, bridging the gap between the event starting, because technically the event start is like, what is it, 9 o'clock? I don't remember. When does the event technically start? But anyway, I would bridge the gap between dusk and total darkness by having something to eat. Jason Bell, get the $5. Thank you. Do you think Disneyland is going to remodel Peter Pan ride like it did with Snow White? Well, they already did. It's already been remodeled. That's the one they did. It went Alice, then Peter Pan, then Snow White. Marty Snyder, get the $5. Thank you. Vinton's Grove doesn't open with Oogie Boogie. It's usually an hour later. They don't open it until, they wouldn't open it if it's not dark out. They wouldn't open it. So I don't understand why there's a thought that nobody's going in that during daylight. So that's probably what I've been doing is OBB. No, Boogie Bash does not start at 6. You can get in. But the actual show, does it start at 6? Or is it like other After Dark events? I think you can get in, but the treat trails don't open until later. The meet and greets don't open until later, right? Or am I confusing that with the regular After Dark events? It could be that that's probably what I'm doing there. But in any case, if you're getting there at 6 o'clock, then eat. Okay, that would be my suggestion. Eat first at 6. Give it a chance for the hype to wear off in terms of getting into any treat trails or getting into the photo ops. The photo ops are a breeze at 10 o'clock. I mean, that's just the way I see it. Is that new? Is the 6 p.m. start new? Because that feels early. But again, I may be confusing that with After Dark. Okay, was 6 p.m. last year. Okay. Do you think they would ever do another Haunted Mansion After Dark ticketed event? Well, they only did it before because it was the 50th anniversary. So maybe for the 60th anniversary, I guess? I don't know. It was fun, though. I just wish it was longer. Curious Creative, get the $5. Thank you. I somehow got my Oogie Boogie tickets today. Starts at 6, mix in at 3. Okay. They're on a trip, so I have my one shot. Okay, there you go. Do you think they will incorporate magic bands? No. That's another piece of technology that Disney is really... Man, they sold us a bill of goods on those magic bands. Got us all excited about that. Offer practically... How many... one of these days, I'm going to walk through the park and I'm going to count magic bands. I'm going to look for anybody wearing a magic band. If I can find anybody wearing one. No, they're useless. Magic bands are useless. Unless you have, no, they're pretty much useless. I'm trying to figure out I guess the most useful use for a magic band is for PhotoPass. Because, getting your phone out and getting to the PhotoPass barcode and everything, it's kind of a hassle when you could just flash your Magic Band for PhotoPass. But otherwise, I mean, you use it to scan into the park, and I don't ever use Genie Plus, so I have no use for that. So that's it. Basically, it gets me in the park. Yeah, it's definitely a different situation at Walt Disney World for Magic Bands, but we can't do the things here with Magic Bands that they can do at Walt Disney World. And why would they even sell it to us if it didn't have any actual benefit? I kind of don't like it was a total cash grab. They were just trying to create some revenue on the bottom line. They were desperate. Disney's desperate. The Disney company reeks of desperation right now. I'll be honest. The Disney company reeks of desperation. And I feel like I can say that honestly. I support Disney. I love Disney, and I will sing their praises every single time it's they got it coming. But the truth is that they feel like a very desperate company right now. Yeah, that was a Chapek thing. I heard somebody say that they're projected to lose close to $1 billion. The studio, Walt Disney Studios, is projected to lose close to $1 billion over the last year or so of whatever films, Elemental, Indy, Little Mermaid, and what was before those? I don't know. Thank goodness for Guardians. That was a win. But they've been losing a ton of money in studios. Loa Common, gift of $20. Thank you. Hi, David. You bring such fresh baked family joy and Disney family joy. We adore you. Don't retire, and if you do, we hope Sophia takes over. She's so intelligent. I'm a retired teacher, so I know. Dude, she is getting so smart. She was counting past 20 the other day. Strange World, Lightyear, yeah. More duds. Yeah, she was counting into her 20s the other day. She can read a little bit. She knows more than just the usual sight words. I'm pretty encouraged by the level of intelligence that she's showing so far. As far as retirement goes, I am trying my best to retire. I'm sorry to say. Everything that I'm doing right now, every move that I make, is so that I can retire sooner rather than later. I have been working for 60 to 80 hours a week since I was 18 years old. I have paid my dues. I am ready to quit. I feel I've done my part. I have paid my dues. I've worked for the man. I've done everything I can. And, I would love it if I could retire sometime soon. Sean Diamond, get the $5. Thank you. Can scalpers sell OBB tickets? They can. It's not, strictly speaking, allowed, but they do it. If so, could Disney cancel those tickets? They did that when they were sure. Disney did cancel some of those tickets last year that were scalped. Seems like they don't care. They make money no matter what. No, they care. They do care. It's just, it's hard to tell. It's not easy to know whether or not a ticket has been scalped. Does retirement mean fresh baked for fun? No, retirement means I don't work anymore. It means I don't make videos. Now, maybe somebody, maybe Sophia can take over, or Liz or something. I don't know. But no, I don't want to make, I just want to do nothing. My goal, and it has been my goal for years, for a decade or more, has been so that I can retire, so I can just do nothing. That's all I want to do is just relax. I just want to relax. I've been hard charging for, the better part of 40 years. So upward of 40 years, I've been going full steam, full time, all go, no quit. Christopher Quinn, get the $5. Thank you. Right now, the company feels like it is trying to get its act together and just does not know where to start. Well, I think they know what to do, and I think they might have an idea, but what's the problem is that they've done so much damage. They've done so much damage to their brand and to people's expectations that it's hard to overcome that. It's hard to overcome the damage that they did to the studios and the damage that they did to the Disneyland fan base. It's going to take years. Do they have years? I don't know. I've heard that they don't have a whole lot of cash on hand. You know, that they may have trouble just paying the bills. So, you know, I think they know what to do. They just need time to get it to do it. Nick, get the $2. Thank you. Will you still go to Disneyland when you retire? I don't see why not. Kai Peterson, get the $10. Thank you. You said crowds are lower at DCA on OBB days. What about Disneyland for the same day? More crowded? It's the same. It'll be the same. Maybe more crowded. Maybe. I'm park hopping one day from out of state in October, trying to decide if it's better to come on a non-OBB day. If you're talking about Disneyland, then Disneyland, you know, it picks up. You get more park hopping than usual on Oogie Boogie nights. I don't know if it would be, you know, visibly more busy than it usually is. It's about the same, is my guess. But if you were going to err in one direction, I would err on it being more busy, not less. Nate gifted $2. I wonder how much time Kathleen Kennedy has left. Not much, I don't think. Her contract ends in next year. So negotiations should be starting soon for whatever they hope to do with Kathleen Kennedy. But Indiana Jones is one of hers. Not everything that is done at a Lucasfilm is being produced by her. Not every Star Wars production is something that is led by Kennedy. She's running the company, the division, but she's not hands-on on everything. But Dial of Destiny is a Kathleen Kennedy joint. So I think that if Disney's looking to if they're trying to rid themselves of Kathleen Kennedy, a poor performance by Indiana Jones would be the opportunity to do that. I do think that the clock is ticking on Kathleen Kennedy, because I mean they're talking about new projects for Star Wars, but I feel like they're really conflicted on how to move forward. I think they're conflicted on how to move forward with Star Wars. I think that they are afraid to make a Star Wars movie, a theatrical film. They need to find some way to repair the image, the Star Wars image, and repair the damage, and that requires time. It requires time for them to make other content, to make other, you know, Disney Plus type stuff, or find some way to get people back. And I feel you might get some people back just by simply firing Kathleen Kennedy, because, you know, I don't know, a quarter of the fan base is anti-Kennedy for sure, and that might be enough for some people. That might be enough for some people to bring them back. But, you know, people that we're talking about, and we talked about this last week, people were talking about Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni being the saviors of Lucasfilm. I refer you to episode 5, I think it was. We talked about this last week, episode 5 of The Mandalorian, written by Dave Filoni and directed by written by Jon Favreau and directed by Dave Filoni. The Jack Black Lizzo episode. That was dreadful. That was just absolutely dreadful. Somebody just said, what damage? What Star Wars damage? I mean, can't watch Rise of Skywalker. I can't watch it. I try. I can't watch Rise of Skywalker. It's unwatchable for me. Christopher Quinn, get the $5. Thank you. All the damage that has been done to both the studio and the theme park fan base, which one to focus on to fix first? Studios. Absolutely. Studios. You fix Star Wars and you fix Pixar and animation and all that. You make Rey as a I mean, come on. Rey as a Palpatine? I did not enjoy that. Anyway. Yeah, you got to fix the studios first because theme park, the most reliable segment that they have, the most reliable segment is the theme park segment. They've done damage, for sure. There are a lot of dissatisfied people, people dissatisfied with Disney parks, but we are the most resilient, and we will keep coming no matter what. We are the most resilient of every segment of the Disney operation. So we can endure. We can endure. I'll hang in there. I'll hang in there as long as I have to. And the best thing that they can do is, again, take their time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't do anything halfway. Whatever it is that they do needs to be good. They cannot produce any more crappy films or any more crappy reskins. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, is so important. It's so important to the future of theme park fans that they get this right. They have to get Tiana's Bayou Adventure right. If they screw this up, man, are people going to be upset. Wow, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it from people, but you're going to hear it anyway. No matter how good Tiana's winds up being, there will still be a segment of the population, and it's going to be the noisy segment, but there will be a segment who says, no, this sucks, I hate it, for obvious reasons. But they can't they can't make it bad, because not only would you lose that group, but you lose the people who did support it. You know? So it's very important. I really feel like Tiana's Bayou Adventure is very important to the future of Disney parks. Bear truck greater than Baymax. Marty, you're all over San Francisco. That's like your thing, man. I love Baymax. Okay, I love Baymax. I'm just saying. I hope it's better than the. I hope it's better than the Baymax meet and greet from 10 years ago or whatever. California Dreaming gets the $2. Was New Indy a fail? I'm hesitating to watch it. I don't know. We'll see. It's hard to say. The early opinions that I heard on the film are not great. Better, the most common description of Dial of Destiny is that it's better than Crystal Skull, but not as good as the first three. Which, I mean, that sounds about right. It's hard to top those first three films. It really is. Christopher Quinn, get the $5. Thank you. One of the biggest problems with the movies now is Disney Plus. Why go to the movie and spend $40 when I can wait a few months for Disney Plus? We talked about this last week, Christopher. Disney needs to, I feel like all streaming services need to adopt the old standard of, a certain amount of time between theatrical release and putting it out on video. There was a good couple of months before you would see a movie show up in Blockbuster, after the theatrical run was done. People, during COVID, the whole streaming thing, people just got in love with that being the future of filmed entertainment. And I feel like they every streaming service overplayed their hand and their dependence on Disney Plus. Thinking that, HBO, remember when HBO said they were going to release films at the same time? HBO Plus said we're going to put it in the theater and stream it at the same time. That's insane. Okay? That is absolutely insane. And I don't know how, at what point HBO jumped off that wagon. But when they did that, I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. So I think you need to put more time. You need to put at least whatever the time frame was. I want to say like 3 months. It was like 3 months between theatrical release and getting out onto Blockbuster. Glenn Shea, get the $2. Can you say hi to Emma and Alex watching from Kentucky? Hi Emma, hi Alex. Yeah, the Dune movie was like that, I think. Do you miss hand-drawn 2D animation? I don't know if I miss it. I don't care how it's drawn. I really don't. I mean, it's great, but I don't feel any more connected to a film if it's hand-drawn versus computer-generated. Having said that, this new movie, Wish, have you guys seen how they're doing the art for Wish? It almost looks painted. It's kind of wonderful looking. I'm sure it's computer-generated still, but it looks like it was painted, which is very interesting. So you can make it look hand-drawn and still do it on a computer. So no, I'm not pressed about hand-drawn versus computer-generated. Yeah, the new Dune. That scene when he's riding the Kraken or whatever the hell they call that thing, I forget. It's slipping my mind at the moment. But when he lassos or grips the, what do they call the stupid worm in Dune? Why can't I think of this? But that scene blows my mind. It is so cool. It is so cool how awesome that scene looks. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll go see that in the theater, absolutely. I'll have to do it by myself because Liz is not a fan. I can't get her to it. I can't get her interested in Dune for some reason. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to see that film. What do they call those things? Why can't I think of it? There's got to be a Dune fan in here somewhere. Is it sandworm? Is that right? Why does that? I think it's a sandworm. Yeah, maybe that's right. Okay, people are saying Shai Hulu. That's like, but what do they call it? In layman's terms, there's a name for it. It's sandworm. I think, right? Erica Navarro, get the $5. Thank you. Hi, El Capitan selling fan-exclusive tickets opening week. Take Liz. You talk about for Dune? I can't get her to watch the first Dune on HBO. So I had never read the Dune books. Was the first film, did it follow it more or less closely than the David Lynch version? I'm curious. I might have to download those and listen to those on tape after I finish the most recent. I'm listening to the Heir of the Empire series right now. I'm on the second book of Heir of the Empire, or Heir to the Empire. I'm sorry. I listened to the first one, and I really enjoyed it. And the second one's pretty good too. So once I finish Heir to the Empire, I might check out Dune, I think. Does anybody know why the voice is different for Thrawn? I was expecting, because it's the same reader, isn't it? It's the guy reading Heir to the Empire is the same guy who read like Thrawn Ascendancy and all that, but he's doing a different voice for Thrawn. Anybody know why that is? How many Thrawn books are there? There's like 9 Thrawn books, right? It's incredible. People have no idea how big a character. People who don't participate in the expanded universe, they have no idea how big a character Thrawn is. Deanna Bowers, get the $5. Thank you. Hello, kind sir. We are going to Walt Disney World for the first time in October. Do you think 2 days in Magic Kingdom and 2 days in Epcot will be enough to enjoy them? Yes. Yes. You're not going to do every single thing, but that's enough time. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get back and cover some comments. I don't believe that's correct. 1 million budget, Marty, is that right? I feel like it cost $1 million just to set up that nuke. The nuke scene is probably $1 million. Hell, you gotta pay. You gotta pay what's his name $1 million. 100 million. There you go. That sounds about right. 100 million.
I'm gonna go get dinner for Sophie.
Okay. All right. Cool. What are my thoughts on the new Indian movie? I don't know. I'll let you know later. I'm going to go see it tonight. I haven't seen it yet. We're not going to see it in IMAX now. That's what I feel like that's what a budget should be for a film today. For a good film should be 100. These $300 million movies, I just don't understand it. Where does the money go? What are they spending it on? What are they spending it on? God. Yeah, Marty Nolan. No, he's been saying that I mean, there's a lot of effects. There are special effects being done. It's just not CGI. But he blew some ish up. Can anybody answer that Thrawn question that I had before? I'm really curious. It's the same guy reading Heir to the Empire that read Ascendancy and the other trilogy, the name I can't remember. Why did he do a different voice for Thrawn? Nicole Patterson, get the $5. Thank you. Stalked you and Liz a while back holding the butterscotch pretzel. I screamed, David, at you. Very over the top. So sorry for that. Thanks for the great content. Our pleasure. Thank you very much. Not at all. Yes, honey.
Mommy.
What, honey?
Mommy.
She went to go get you some dinner. She'll be back soon. Do you want to hang out with me? Come here.
Look at the engine.
Yeah, no, it's the air conditioning, honey.
No.
Come here. Say hi to everybody.
Wait. Oh. Is that you?
That's you. That's you right there.
That's you
And it's also me.
Uh,
Thank you to Sam's Club for the $5 gift. Do you like the fast changes Disneyland Resort has made through...
Oops.
Wait, what happened? What'd you do? That has been made throughout the years since DCA's opening, or do you still miss old vintage? I prefer vintage Disneyland to new Disneyland, but many of the changes that they have made, I've enjoyed. So it's not like I don't like it. I would just rather they not touch it if I had a choice. What's happening? Do you want to get down? Are you trying to get down?
Yeah.
Because you dropped something, huh? Okay, go get your, what is that? what's his name from Little Mermaid?
What?
It's right there.
The mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crab.
Yeah.
Oh. Here. This one.
Oh no, I'm happy with this hat, honey. I don't need another hat on. You can put that one on though.
Um,
Thoughts on the new Haunted Mansion movie? The last trailer was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed the last trailer, so I'm getting a little bit more optimistic about Haunted Mansion. I'm already on board. I'm ready for Jamie Lee to be Madame Leota. I am so ready. I can't wait. I love Jamie Lee, and I can't wait to see her, give a try or try out the Madame Leota. I'm looking forward to that. When is the new Haunted Mansion movie coming out? I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I don't know.
what? What's this? Oh, I know. This a truck.
Oh yeah, look, you found it, huh? She's enjoying.
Oh, look.
Where are you? Oh, you're over there. She found the vehicle. Oh, there she is. Hi, honey.
What's this? What's that?
I don't know. Where'd you go? It's weird. I don't see you when I'm looking at you in the thing, but I can see you on the monitor here.
Oh. Hey. Oh, I got it right. Go.
Oh, what did I just do? What did I do? July 28th, somebody just said. July 28th. There you go.
Oh, what of it?
She just said, "Oh, I love it." I'm enjoying this. I'm sorry. She's got my attention right now. David, did you know Oogie Boogie sales were paused until July? Yes. Yes, I did. We talked about that earlier. Sophie has not yet seen the new Little Mermaid film. No, we won't take her to the theater yet. We're not going to take her to the theater probably for another year or two at least, I think.
Wow. Thank you.
Can she read Fresh Baked? Yeah, Fresh Baked I think is a sight word for her at this point, I think. She's starting to say it a little bit too. Right, honey? Can you say Fresh Baked?
That's right.
There you go.
Okay, baby. What? This is so big. What? What? What?
What, honey?
Oh, lights. What's the lights? What's the light?
Uh-huh. Well, it doesn't, the lights don't actually work.
You see? It's like a big truck.
Uh-huh.
You want to try?
I love her so much.
Me.
She's like my favorite human.
Sit down. Let go.
Is Runaway Railway a fast loader? Yeah, it is.
Beep, beep.
She's not reading. Like she won't read everything I put in front of her. But for example, recently
Read.
we went to
Okay.
a Pollo Loco, and she looked up at the sign on a Pollo Loco and says, I forget how she put it, but she says, Loco Polla or something like that. So she read it, and then we drove by PetSmart, and she read PetSmart like
What?
nailed it. She read Home Depot and a sign that said pick up here. She can read these words.
What?
I'm teaching her how to pronunciate, sound out letters.
Okay.
And so I think she picked up on that quickly about putting the letter sounds together and to read. But and a lot of it is just, I think it's just sight words and being familiar. But I don't know how familiar she could have been with PetSmart. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see if I can't.
Ah,
I'm gonna give you a test, honey. Okay.
okay.
All right. You ready to take a test?
No.
No? Oh. We're gonna do a test anyway. Here's a word that she's read before. Okay.
What?
Okay. What's that word say?
It's home.
Did you guys get that?
Yeah. What?
Is home a sight word? I don't know.
What? Where's it go? Huh? When it gonna be? Huh? Huh? What? Huh?
She's 3. Okay, this one's different. This is the sign that she read. I'm gonna see if I can do this again.
Yeah. It's
Okay. I don't know if that's backwards to you guys. What's that say? She totally let me down. Can you read that? No, she's pretending now. She doesn't know how to do it. She's done it before. I'm gonna give her another try. No, not this time.
No, that's a.
Wait. Oh, I don't have the right phone. Oh well. She did it before. Thomas Byland, gift of $2. Thank you. Can you elaborate on the Disney expansion plan? Not any more than we have already. It's not happening. There's not going to be any sort of movement on Disneyland Forward until they vote on it, until the city council votes on it in 2024.
I didn't think that. Look.
Do you remember this one, honey?
Yeah. But. No.
Do you remember that one?
Then a second.
Yeah, I think it's because it's not on the sign. I think. Because she read the sign, the actual sign. All right, where was he? Oh, 58. Okay, we're good. Or almost good.
Wait. Okay. Can I hear?
Yeah, we've got, I picked up some books for Christmas, actually. You know, early reader type books that we're going to, you know, we're trying to get her to get into. Standby. I don't know if she's going to know Standby.
Huh?
It could be, yeah, Stellar. It could be that I don't know, there was something about the way, because the sign was, you know, like a street sign. And she read the street sign. And it looks different, I think, when I write the word down. But she got home right. How much longer does the string go? This is it, actually. We're done. We have to end at 5 because our dinner's at 6. 1 hour from now, I will be enjoying a whole lot of Korean barbecue. Excuse me.
What?
I don't think I missed the chat. No.
What?
What about this one, honey?
What? Huh?
Can you read that one?
No.
No? You can't read that one? What does that say?
No.
Okay, she's not reading right now. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Time for dinner. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us on this early edition of our live stream and for showing up for us. I appreciate that. And thank you for your kindness and your fellowship and your generosity. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Brush break.
Yes.